Okay, y'all. I wanted to get y'all's takes on this because I've been seeing a lot of clownery on Gunna, on our boy Gunna. Now, I told y'all, I didn't really even like the album all too much. Fantano rated it a straight 1. And I feel like Gunna is one of the most respected rappers because he's a flow god. But when you're like let's say, Prince Slime, because he signed a Young Thug who is King Slime, that he signed the paperwork to say he was. You know, you kind of need fire beats so you can flow on it better, you know? You can't just like freestyle. Like, I don't care for freestyles unless... My favorite freestyle is the riff rap one just because it's so funny. If y'all haven't seen that, go watch that. And not that I don't agree that it's a decent 1 by Fantano. But again, it was all right. He was kind of blackballed from like the artists, not necessarily the industry. Because no producers like Wheezy, one of his main producers, like, nah, I ain't giving no beats to a snitch, to a rat. And understandably, I mean, like, he did go against the code a little bit. We'll see what Young Thug says, but I think they're just playing the game for money. They could very well, like, not be cool, or Young Thug, like, just is like, yo, bruh, you literally snitched on me, which made his case harder to beat. But anyway, his sales came out, right? And he sold, he's projected to sell 78K. It's probably going to go up or down, like a give or take 5K, because he still has till Friday. The album only came out on last Friday, but it has till this upcoming Friday. And I predicted this. I said 80K on stream, did I not? I said 80K. Because I believe DS Forever ended up selling like 125, but that had like a Drake feature, a Young Thug feature, Lil Baby feature. I'm gonna look it up just so I can be crystal clear here. 21 Savage feature, Kodak Black feature, Future, G Herbo, Chris Brown. Not that really that helps, but Roddy Ricch. You know what I'm saying? So it had hella stacked features, and Gunna is one of those artists that usually has a ton of cosigns from like the trap goats, Future, Young Thug, Lil Baby. Okay, so of course when you get features, that's going to help your sales a ton. And because he didn't have any features, he was solo dolo this album, and again didn't have that many good beats. The only one I really liked was like the yeah yup. For some reason, it was just it finally took me out of like the monotony that like it got less sales because there were less fan bases that were listening to it. Plus a lot of the because Gunna is one of the artists where if you listen to rap, you listen to Gunna. He's one of the top G's, if you will. He's basically Andrew Tate. He's got charges on his back just like Andrew Tate, although for different reasons. So again, he sold 80K, much less than what he normally does, 125 last album. So 80K, in my opinion, it's an L for if it did have the features, but because it did not have any features, it was totally solo. It's kind of like a small W, like a lowercase W, if you ask me. Now, it also did have a lot of hype, the album, because of the message behind it, where he was talking about the whole ordeal with his snitching allegations and like that he didn't do it and blah, blah, blah. But again, I told y'all when I was listening to the album, I feel like you could just get that done in one song, like your first day out song. Be like, yo, I didn't do it. It's like, how many times can you really say I didn't do it? Yet he dropped like 16 tracks, and maybe there were different perspectives on how he was feeling. Like he was talking about like, you got to be okay as an artist of becoming irrelevant and whatnot. Although I don't think he will ever be irrelevant. Like people still mess with him. He's still a great artist, but I just didn't think the project was all too good. But 80K is still okay. But the thing is, he still had the industry behind him because Young Thug is still co-signing him. It could just be for the money. Like his sister was still saying, Young Thug's sister, that is, was still saying, listen to the album so we can get our bread. And then he was on Rap Caviar. I think he was the front. He is the front cover. Look at this. He is the front cover of Rap Caviar. So, and he's the top spot on Rap Caviar. So it's not like he's getting blackballed from the entire industry, just from like other artists, because they don't want to be associated with any of that because, you know, it's like the whole thing with Aiden Ross. They don't want to be on his stream because he says controversial things or does gay shenanigans. And you have to respect that. So even if you are cool behind the scenes with Gunna, like it right now, while everything is still subsiding with the whole snitching allegations, you just don't want to get near that, just in case there are a lot of fans who will not mess with Gunna, who still mess with you, such as like Lil Baby, because like that it's against the street code. So you don't want to completely, like, if Lil Baby still collab with Gunna, people will start calling him like, yo, you worked with a rat. And Lil Durk, one of the biggest street rappers, was saying like, I ain't collabing with a rat to DJ Academics on his podcast / interview. So if Lil Durk is not co-signing, what is the opposite of co-sign? Dissing. If Lil Durk's dissing you and he's one of the top street rappers, then it's over for now, at least. It would be interesting to see if NBA YoungBoy were to do it, because I feel like YoungBoy don't really give a fuck about anybody's opinions like that. He would still do it, especially if they paid him. But yeah, 80K, I mean, it's all right. It's all right. It's good for like not having any features, but it just goes to show how much these features will bring you an extra 40K when you get the Drake, Young Thug, Lil Baby, especially because DS Forever, I feel like, yes, it had a lot of hype because of the Pushin' P single / viral TikTok sound. But again, this album had a big rollout just organically because everybody was trying to hear what Gunna had to say. Maybe he had some like court documents he was going to put in a music video and say like, yo, I didn't sign this. Somebody coerced me into doing it. Like Dr. Dre's wife who said she got coerced into a prenup and somehow she still won the case and got half of his $1 billion for selling Beats by Dre. Gunna and Jace collab. Oh my God. Hey, Jace is looking for that big mainstream cosign, right? Like he had the Lyrical Lemonade music video for the 556 remix that was in the works with G Herbo and Offset. And then look, it got vetoed, if you will. And so, I mean, Gunna might be that one rapper where you can still get that mainstream feature, but it comes with a little bit of cost. I wonder what happened to Gunner. I almost said Gunner. I wonder what happened to Gunner's feature price. Like before, it was probably like, I'd say 75, 100. Now it's probably like, shit, nobody even asking for it. So the demand went lower. It's probably like 50, which still is a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. Like he's got a big name, but I don't know. Nobody's really asking for that feature right now. They probably not. Starboy Max says 50K. Yeah, I can see that. I can see 50K, man. But yo, speaking of Gunna, it's crazy because we're talking about like these big hit singles. Bread and Butter is the top of Rap Caviar. So you would expect it to go #1 viral US charts on Spotify, right? Because this is the top playlist. I think it has the most likes out of any playlist. I could be wrong. It could be like some pop joint. But Gunna got beat out by Mr. Krabs, bro. Hold up. Let me look up US Viral 50. Okay. We got the Krusty Crew anthem. Sorry. Back on the Grill. Let me see if Gunna's on here. Gunna. Damn. See, this is the true, like you can get all the Spotify playlists playlist placements that you want. But if you ain't on the Viral 50 USA, like, yo, you need to step your game up. This is where the real money's being made. Is there anybody that we even know on here? Maybe you're like disqualified because I don't even, if Lil Durk and J. Cole is there. Yeah, man. So I guess just people really ain't listening to Gunna like that. But the thing is, the Gunna album, I don't think it had any really big single songs that like blew up. It was kind of just everybody was tuning into the album. Rap to me is a more album based genre just because people actually like the artist as opposed to the songs. Like there hasn't been a number one 2023 Billboard hit in rap this year. So but there have been, I don't know about number one out. I think there have been #1 rap albums, which I feel like is easier because again, the fan bases are a little bit stronger.